Hello everybody, welcome back to my Worm Factory 360. Today we're going to do some maintenance and I'll explain what's been happening. This tray is mostly finished castings and it was underneath. Now part of the benefits of a 360 with that lid that it allows air to come in, it keeps moisture within your system. I found that these castings were staying too moist underneath the feeding tray, so I moved them above the feeding tray and I just left the lid off so that the castings would dry out, and you can see they are a lot more
just beautiful.
Well, I don't know.
It's just beautiful.
It's beautiful, it is. Still a little bit of moisture in there, but it breaks apart nice and easy. And by agitating, all the worms are in underneath, and I'm not sure if some of the castings have fallen underneath as well. But underneath is our feeding tray.
Ew.
Which we have all our red wigglers down here. The last feeding was cabbage that I thought was frozen, but it turns out it wasn't really frozen. And the cores are what's left over, but we have lots of worms that are trying to get into them now.
Can't see.
So this is more of a long-term food,
Okay.
kind of like the corn cobs. And then the sweet potatoes, they're not broken down enough for them to start eating those. These are just the little roots. But today we will feed a nice healthy feeding. Then I'll show you underneath what's going in the sump, I guess you call it, of the 360. So push the older castings down. Take some leaves without dropping them all over the place. Put them as a base. Since all of this material here was at one point leaves. Now this food was frozen a few minutes ago. It's thawing out now. So I'll do the same as in the black bin. I will put the corn cobs on either side. This cabbage is and has been frozen, so it'll go a lot quicker than the other cabbage. But I'm not a stickler on keeping just one kind of bedding in my systems, so I will put some shredded paper, maybe a little bit of cardboard on top of that. Oops. The executive producer is going to help me that I don't get the floor all dirty. I found that the junk mail doesn't really go through the shredder all that good. Just comes in big strings, but the worms, they don't mind. Now under this is what would all the moisture come in, and it seems to have, I'm going to grab the tool here. All I had in here was paper, and it has turned everything into castings. And it doesn't take long. I don't really check on here too often. Ooh. And if you want to see a worm ball,
Ew.
I think when I did my count, there were several hundred worms down here.
Oh.
Like, look at that.
Yeah.
Medusa's hair. So what I'm going to do, we'll pause the video for now. I'm going to take all of these worms, I'm going to put them in the feeding tray, and then I'll reset this and we'll add a second, third tray. 2 feeding trays kind of in the wings, and that 1 tray of finished castings. Okay, I have taken all of the finished castings, worms, put them in the feeding tray. Reset it just with shredded paper and cardboard, and then we'll see. Won't take too long. Here's the new tray we're going to add underneath the feeding tray, which is just leaves that have been sitting around outside. Here is our feeding tray and all those worms that were hiding out underneath. Like, I don't know, I was saying my black bin was my favorite bin. This might be my favorite bin now. And then now we have the finished castings on the top so that they keep drying out. And then I will harvest them. Not sure what to do with the cherry pits. Should I sift them out? What are your thoughts? If you're watching up until this point, thank you so much. If you're not, I guess you would miss that question. But that's it for today. Everything's set back up, and we will wait and harvest these and carry on with the tracking of the worms and the feeding. Everyone, thanks for watching. Have a great day, and bye for now.